Hello everyone, Sir here. In this video, I'm going to talk about my thoughts about Generation 5 of My Little Pony series. Ever since Generation 5 was announced, even if the information was leaked to the public, at first I thought that was just false rumors that they're going to end the current show to start a new one. But unfortunately, it turns out to be correct. The current Generation 4 will end in 2019 for the next generation. And the question for that is, why now? I mean, since the show will have for almost 10 years, the staff decided to end the current show and to start a new one with the same main cast, but just a different design. So the big question is, what is the point of it? I mean, what is the point of making a new series when the first one is so very popular? I mean, it is unclear for me. I mean, it's weird. What is the point of the staff to decide just to end a new current generation to make a new one? Since the third generation of My Little Ponies ended about the late 1980s. And they take about almost 30 years until the next generation came. And now decided for a fifth generation. But who knows? And who can even tell if the new current generation will even last longer? If the staff has decided to delay with the fifth generation for another 5 or 10 years, even more. But because who knows of some of the millions of fans out there of the current fandom maybe protest to its staff and to the productions of the company to explaining why would they decide to end the current popular show of the fourth generation to make it new room for the fifth. That is the question that I don't even understand. Probably many other fans out there thinking the same thing. Why would they end the fourth generation to take place for a new one? It is uncertain question. And I say, why would they end a series that has still been popular over this current generation to make that place for the fifth? It is unbelievable weird, because what is the point for a new generation when the current has even ended yet? And even announced that 2 years before even happened, or even as that information was leaked, but still, even had they have already decided, even this information was leaked in December 2017. Even they already back then, just before Christmas, that they had decided to end the series about the 2019. Why would they even decide to end a show that has so millions of fans out there in the fandom and even has a few millions of views almost every episode? It is uncanny to understand why. Then I say, why would they end the series now? It is crazy. Many fans out there like Dr. Wolf, Silver Quill, maybe Golden Fox, maybe all of them had same thoughts about why would they end a show that has been so much popular to bring a new one. And how can we even be sure that the fifth generation will continue bring a new concept with new adventures, new type of theme, and new songs? Even then, how would we even know for sure? And even they had the next generation will last maybe, let's say, for another 5 generations, 5 seasons then. And then Or if the next generation will last like 9 or 10 seasons and they decided to end the 5th to start the 6th, how can we even be sure for sure? I mean, I'm sorry, but how can we be for sure that they will not bring the end of 5th season after 10 seasons to bring the next one, the next generation of that? We cannot be sure. Even fans around like in US and some parts of the other world all came together to gather a list of names of people to stop this 5th generation, to ask the staff not to end the 4th current generation to bring the next one. Even people would have bring in, gather maybe let's say 5 to maybe 10 millions of names to in protest to the staff not to bring in the 5th generation now. We can't even know for sure if that even had no effect on it. And I am not against the 5th generation. I'm even curious how they will turn out. Since we have now released has at least some of the designs of the new main 6 has been even revealed, but even though those designs are not official yet, if I don't know for sure. Like Twilight is an earth pony, and Fluttershy is an unicorn, and Applejack still an earth pony, and the others are still the same, but except from Twilight and Fluttershy and Pinky. So, why would they end a series that has been so popular over the years and now for a 5th generation? It is understandably, not that I can even explain why, but I had a strange feeling that many people wonders, is it even worth to bring a new generation to just stop the current? I don't know. So why would the staff decide to end a 4th generation that has been so popular for almost 10 years just to bring a new one? What is the point of it? But I'm still curious about how this 5th generation will be, even if that one will ever be the same success as the current generation. But we have even know for sure about that yet. It might be a big success, even more greater than the current one, or even it can be a big failure. Who knows? If the people has, if the next generation starts, who knows? Perhaps if they made the 26 episodes in the first season, and after that season is over, and that probably, like say, half of those episodes has been even aired on TV. How couldn't they decided if that season has much below like maybe 10 or 5,000 views for almost every episode? Below that number has to be enough for the show to continue. If they had maybe just like 10 or 12,000 views or almost every episode for the first season, would it even be enough views for or even point for discuss to bring a second season? I don't know. Since the current generation has been going on for almost about 8 years now, and since the 8th season is going to start with the next couple of weeks, and even though in this new current generation there are a lot of people who loves it, including me, but even then, this next generation that has been talking about what other characters will be about it and what not others not going to be part. I heard some rumors that Princess Luna won't be part of the fifth generation. So, if that even is true, what other characters won't be part of the next generation? Will Celestia, Discord even be part of the next generation? Since Celestia wasn't even part of Season 3 or 2 or 1. So, how can we even be sure if Celestia, Luna, Discord, and many others will not be part in the next generation? Since Luna is my top favorite princess of all, if she was even part of the next generation, I would be heartbroken. I would be devastated because she is my favorite princess of all of them. Well, after Twilight, of course, but still. And even they not will bring back Discord. Discord is a big character in this new show. Even he has been reformed, he's one of the best characters in the show. So why not bring him back also? If if Discord is bring back to Generation 5, how would be for sure that he's not going to be a villain in the next generation like in the current one? That they had to reform him once again? Or he can still be part of the next generation and that he is a good guy and still friend with Fluttershy, or perhaps in a relationship with her, like a couple. But since we don't know for sure about the next generation yet, the information about the next generation is still much limited. Even though information was leaked last year, there are much still about this new generation that can still be debated, discussed, and talked about much how what's going to happen, about which characters will be in it, and what kind of effect it will have on the current fandom, if there will be a new fandom or there will still remain the same one and just a new generation. We can even not for sure yet. Even I'm not a big fan of the previous generations, but still I love the current one. Even I'm still curious about the fifth generation, how it will turn out. One character we have seen in those current and the previous generations that is Spike. Spike has been into all the 4 current generations so far. Even he has been abused by the main sex for. I'm not saying that they're making it for fun, but even he's somehow been abused or some kind of missions or even by accidents. But will he even be part in the next generation as well? Even Spike has been so far in all 4 generations. Will he be part in the 5th generation? And what kind of and who will he be with? Like in the current he is with Twilight, but will he be with Twilight or even Rarity? Even if Spike is to take part in the 5th generation. Another question is then, will he still have the same feelings for Rarity as in the current one, or will it be something else? Will he has feelings for, like, let's say, Applejack or Fluttershy? We can even not tell for sure even if Spike will be part in the next generation. There is still much limit about the information of the next generation. And even they haven't even decided what other characters that will be in it and how the main sex will even looks like. I don't even know for sure those pictures with Rarity, Fluttershy, Applejack, and Twilight, and the rest of main six, if they are even if they are even official designs from it. we can even say for sure if they are their official designs for it. We can't even tell. I can't, because I have not found any information of if that is their official designs for it. And when I first heard about that it's going to end the series with the next year and to start a next generation, I was very shocked about it. I thought, is this a false rumors again? No. Is they going to bring back a next generation as like a first April joke? Or if this is just a joke that some people, a hacker has spread out there to saying that this is as a joke. But since many other people talked about this and it seemed to be almost like true, but I can't still believe it. Why? Why would they end the current fourth generation to bring a new one? What is the point of it? I have no idea. But I can even say this. In the next generation of My Little Pony, the voice actors for the main six is not going to be the same one. There will be totally new voice actors for the main six. And the title for the next generation hasn't even been official yet. So, what else can I just say from this current generation and the next one? I'm just, okay, well, I'm gonna hang myself. Oh, not literally, but when I first heard about this, talking about this news, rumors, if there were rumors, but as has been confirmed, since many people have talked about this, and I don't know if they're even going to, even if this is confirmed to be a fifth generation, I will still think that, no, I'm hoping that it's not going to be a fifth generation, not yet. Because I don't think the current fandom is not ready for the end of the current generation. Since many people has been a fan for this for about almost 8 years. So why would they bring the end of the series now? Since they could announce it earlier. Or even decided maybe that the 7th season would be the end of this current generation and start from there. No. Or they could even announce that in one of those conventions last year that they're going to end the series within 2019 to start to bring a next generation. Did it? No, they didn't. So, is this the true or false rumors? For me, personally, I hope this is not the truth. But if it is, I'm just sorry for this fandom. Actually, I am. And I can even tell how other people think about this, about this new rule, the information about the next generation. But one thing is sure, that I probably understand other people are shocked about it. And what will this new information and what kind of impact will this new generation have on the current fandom? Well, we cannot even tell for now, because the impact or the effect on this about the next generation on this current fandom, well, it is something that we can't even predict, because we have no idea well what this new generation will have as an impact on the current fandom. And even if this current fandom is going to be, even it's about almost 10 or 12 million people out there who still is a lot much in this fandom, we cannot be sure that if the next generation starts with the next 3 years, what kind of effect will it have on the current fandom? Well, we can't even tell. We can't even predict on it. There's something that we can't even tell. It might have some impact on the current fandom, like half of us, not maybe a half, but some of the current fandom might even leave it to start a new fandom with the next generation, and some still might remain as loyal to the current fandom, but still won't be fans of the new one. Will there be two fandoms of the fourth and fifth generation of My Little Pony, or will they connect, or will they not divide but unite the current and the next fandom of the next generation into one fandom? That is something we can't even tell for now. But even if we can say if the next generation will probably bring new hopes or even new ideas for the new and the current fandoms, we can't even tell. And sometimes even we make predictions and hopes forward or beliefs what to happen with the fandom is this, and the current one to start a new one. Well, that is one possibility that people will abandon the current fandom to start a new one. Or there could be two groups or two fandoms with the current and the next generation. Or as a third possibility that they will bring both fandoms into one. But we can't even tell for sure. Even those predictions I mentioned, they could be all wrong, because we don't know for sure. Because in the current can be something that, okay, this might happen, and some people think that the second one might happen even as well. In the third prediction, no, we can't even tell. Like, many people thinks, okay, this might not happen, and other things, okay, this will happen. If some fans say, oh, this will bring all the fandoms together as one, with the new one and the old one as one fandom, but other people will say, no. I think there will be two separate fandoms. Or other people will probably say, people abandoned the old one. We had a new one, more excited ones with new characters. But then I can't even tell or even predict that if those are true. Even those are true, or is one of them, I can't even tell. Even I want one of them to be true, then I can turn out to be much wrong. Even I predict that they might be under two separate fandom with old and the new one. Even that can be one of those predictions I said it will happen, and then suddenly I might be turning wrong, that they might turn into one fandom with the new and the current. I don't know. But there's still much talk about the next generation. What will happen? What characters will we bring into it? And what other characters won't be part of it? And what were others kind of things going to happen? Will the next generation have the same success as the fourth current generation? We can't even tell. Even though now this information about this current and about the next generation will soon start with the next one, and the old one has been ended at the end of 2019. And I cannot say if all this information is even correct. I might still think, okay, this might be just still false rumors that some people have spread out just to spread chaos or even worse in the fandom community. I don't even know. So, what can we say for sure about this now? Is the fifth generation even confirmed as official or just false rumors? I can't even tell. Not where I'm saying from. So I would like to hear what all of you think about this. Will it be a fifth generation within the next 3 years, or is it false rumors? I would like to hear what all of you think about this, and what you think was going to happen in the next generation, if there's going to be one. You can leave all that in the comment box below, and as always, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Swedish Diablo over and out.